Joseph Clyde of AscensionPathway.com on the Unfading YouTube channel, bringing you another edition of grid work, geoengineering on a daily basis. And after a couple of fairly nice days, but we documented they were spraying, they're not going to stop. But after a couple of fairly decent days, if you can call them that, they're back up their old tricks. Heard a couple of really low military jets this morning flying over top of this plumed up mess. I don't know what they were doing, but you can see how thick the plume is. Look at the ripple effect in that plume. Just nasty plume. The only hole in the grid we got is right up here into the western sector. And I'm sure, as well as you do, that they're going to have that thing all sprayed up. Look at that soot. Oh man, I got a lot of errands to run. There's really not a lot to document, but I'm going to be looking for this hole in the grid to see if anybody's going to be in there spraying. If you look over here in this western sector, I can't let this go either. Look at what do you even call that? Shark fin effect or something up in there. You see that? Look at that soot. Like a shark fin or something. I don't know. Always coming up for new names for stuff on this Unfading YouTube channel. So, if you hear something funny, don't understand, you might have to go back to some other videos to get the explanation. Because I've been saying this for so long, I just take it for granted everybody knows what I'm talking about. The wind just picked up pretty good. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Not a lot of documentation, but I want to show you the edge of this grid. Look at the white soot just pouring off the edge of that grid. And look at in between here. In between the cloudoids and the soot. Oh man, they've been in there spraying. I haven't been able to catch them. I see them, and then when I do, they're already covered in the soot. And I can't nail them. But you can see how crazy this is. Sitting in my car, and I couldn't let this go. Guy spraying up a rail inside of our leftover blue. The rest of the sky completely plumed. He's just adding to the mix here. He's just adding to the mix. And also, I have to get out of my car for this one. Check out the rail that this guy laid under here, under the existing cloudoids. See? Look at that rail there. It's all pieced together. Soot, black, falling out of the sky. Whole sky over here, look at this. Completely sooted. There you have it, and that guy's headed right for that other guy's rail to continue the grid. See? He's heading right over there. Right for that. Here's a better look at that rail. Look, you can see another guy building another rail there. See? That guy's already inside the plume. See him in there? So you can see how they're railing it up. Pretty obvious in your face railing. Even on these plumed up days, we gotta cover that blue. And that guy's heading right for the edge of that grid. To give you a better perspective, just look how dirty that soot is in that plume. Just black already. As I pan to that western sky again, look at this. We got a guy spinning up a rail. Here's one of those existing rails. Okay. And then he's just above that, just adding in some more plume. Insult to injury. We're already injured, he's just insulting us as he heads to the edge of that grid. And then over here is that leftover rail. Look at the Christmas tree bulb effect on that thing. It's already dispersed. That guy heading right over for that rail. It's about 5 o'clock. Here's the edge of the grid in that western sector. I pan down here and look what this guy did. He turned his friggin' rail. Look at a little bit there, minus a spot, and now he turned it, and now he stopped. Look what this guy did over here. Clearly the Christmas tree bulb effect. See it? Looks like a row of Christmas tree bulbs. Clearly chemtrail plume. Look how he mixed it and matched it with all that other plume. And over here, if you look real close, this is incredible. We got a gigantic formation of a euphumbolus. Look at this. See how it looks like a big mothership of some sort? Look how perfectly coned and thin that edges are. Look at that crappy rail there, how dirty that is. But that's what's happening there. And of course the eastern sector, there you can see the grid starting to finally fall apart. And this was all man-made just overnight and into today. That's how easy it was to put this grid together. Now the veil is lifted, you can see what's going on. I'm just pointing it into the sun, but if you look close enough, you should see a couple of railers. There's a railer down there by the trees, and he's gonna meet that one plume that, he just stopped it. You see the plume up there? Can you see it? Look at that plume. The railer's down here, spraying his rail. And if you look over here, you can see how it's all collapsing and just falling apart into white wisps. So further evidence, not clouds, but chemtrail plume. Look at that. Look how it's wisp on top of wisp back here. This is really interesting. Look at that. Wisp on top of wisps. Huh. I can't even get into the gym and get my workout in. The guy left the rail there, and then here he is right up here still spraying. There he goes. He's heading into the existing plume. See that, how he did that? But did you see how he did that? As I pan back over here, what do you see? Another guy spraying some chemtrail activity. In our skies, in your face. What they did just overnight and into today is pretty pathetic. Let me show you. Back it off here. This is a bomb that's right above me in that eastern sector. Look at that. Isn't that nasty? Here's the edge of the grid. Okay, now look, it's all blue. Or periwinkle blue. You got another bomb sitting over there. When that collapses, that's going to be nasty. Looks like that character on Star Wars. Remember him in the bar? Oh boy. Hey, we got some powder puff effect over here. Look at these little puffs. Yeah, right. I just finished my workout. It's about 6 o'clock and I caught this Christmas tree bulb effect rail back in here. This guy just blew back in there. You see it back in there? A couple of different ones. It's this one right here. There it is. You can see the Christmas tree bulb effect there. See that? But what's also important is if you look over here, where it's already turning into black soot, look at the bottom and you can see the rail that's hanging down from the bottom of it. You can see the rail hidden in there. Look at that. Oh yeah, look how he's connected it right to the grid. Oh my gosh, this insanity. I'm gonna head to the Great Wide Open and show you what we got. We're gonna wrap it up for today. Check it out. Just look what we got in that backward sunset. That's that eastern sector. Look at the grid. Look at the top of that grid. Look how ugly that is. What's in the plume? Look at all of that. And then you got the little middle ones right here that are just full of blacks. Look at all of them just hanging there. See how low they are? Look how thick. I'll take you right in. Look, that's how thick that is. But up here, where they're trying their damnedest to extend this, look what I found out here in the sky. I found a set of headers. Doesn't that look like a set of headers for a car? Ha! The header effect. Look, there's the exhaust pipe. That's where you hook your mufflers or your exhaust pipe on. The header effect. But enough with the jokes. We get back down to serious business here. You can see the Christmas tree bulb effect that it once was. And look, it's pink. There's people out here taking pictures who think this is beautiful. Up here, this little patch of black soot, it's almost right on me. Look how I can bring it right into you. Almost as if you're right in and right through the soot. Wow. You got all these patches of earlier spraying of black soot. Look how that one extends. So I move my way into the southern sector. Just more of the same of that heavy black soot on the bottom. The white wispy stuff still hanging back in here. You can see how they did that. Look at the wisp. It looks like fire or something. Come on. Look at that. So I pan all the way around. You got more little fluffs of black soot panning. See the black soot? All falling from the sky. Back over here in the complete western sector, what was a once possibly a Medusa Not anymore. It's just black soot already falling on the other side of the mountain. Over here, got a guy racing to finish off this grid. Let me show you. Let me back it off so you can see. See the grid work over here? You can see where he's headed too. He's headed to finish. There's more business on that grid. And just by the reflection of the color, I know it's a bluetail. I know it's a bluetail, and you know where he's headed, right for that grid work. And we'll catch him when he gets there. So I keep panning around. You can see a couple of rails back up in there. There's a rail up in there, adding to the existing rails. His other half of his rail is up over here. Oh my gosh. Getting back to this grid over here. I want to show you something here. See how he's got it looks like a Z. See the Z? And now this guy over here, he disappeared. Check it out. Why would he do that? He blew this rail, Christmas tree bulb on the other side. See, it's a backward Christmas tree bulb effect. Different kinds of plumes. Look at that. And then he's gone. Well, here he comes. He sparked it back up. As if he is writing a, I don't know, that's, what kind of sign is that? Not a minus. But anyway, look at this. He's heading right into that Z. In your face, nighttime spraying. Right into the grid. There you go. Help yourself. Nobody else seems to care. Yeah, go right through there. Make that grid work. Looks like it's an F now or a 7. I don't know. Zooming back in on this guy now. He doesn't seem to have a clogged nozzle. Look, he sputtered there and he sputtered there as well. And now he's railing it up. As I pan around, you can see the rest of the grid. That looks like a bomb went off back over there in that northwestern sector. Panning all the way around, you can see the hilarious color they've been able to get it in the sky. Pretty funny when people actually think that's beautiful. When it's toxic plume. Oh, back on this guy again, he's sputtering and going and sputtering and going. Look, he was going like a bat out of hell there, stopped, and here he goes again. Kind of just spitting and sputtering, almost like they're signing their name. I don't know, look around here, maybe we can see some more. And what do you see up here? There's a guy laying a rail right up on the top there. My gosh, can you guys go home? God, I wish our military would start shooting these guys down. Panning back over here, now look at this. We got the beginnings of a Euphomulus making. Looks like a mothership, a double-decker mothership. Look at that. With the one on the bottom breaking off. Same thing here. Oh, now look at it. Look over here, we got major fin work. Major fins. This whole thing is just changing before my eyes. Look at it now. Look how hilarious and stupid this looks. Isn't that something? Oh my God, I gotta get out of this before I don't know what I'm gonna do. Look at the soot just falling out of the sky. Oh my gosh. Oh jeez, look at this. That is so nasty. See you tomorrow. Just getting ready to call it a night, but I gotta show you this. Here's the moonlight. It reflects the chemtrails. I don't know if you're picking this up, but you see the blinking light? The guy's blowing a rail. But look at, you could see the white grid behind there. Look at the grid as I pan all the way around. Look at that grid. Nighttime grid work. Oh yeah, look at that grid. Wow. And I don't know if you can see this or not, but looking up at the moonlight, you can see the soot falling. The guy just laced the rail. You can see the soot just falling from the sky.